Hello everybody, I'm Amy and this is my channel Freely Inspired. I wanted to create this video to talk a little bit about telling the story that is on your heart. And for me, I had created this family travel and adventure channel, and it was truly on my heart to do so. It felt right, it felt good, but I kind of got sidetracked with trying to be something that, you know, was being shown to me. I wanted to replicate what other people were doing. And as a content creator, I think that's super easy to do, and it's super easy to get kind of sucked into that. I also felt like I couldn't branch out of that because I had created something, that was more niche, and if I have any other interests that they wouldn't work there. I don't know what I was thinking. I know that I'm not the only person that thinks like that. And in many ways that's helpful to kind of keep your channel strict, but, strictly on what it is that your topic is. But for me, I feel this need to break free. So I have other passions in my life, and something that I created earlier this year was something that was really on my heart to do. And I'll just say as an aside, I really hope that others will tell the stories that are on their hearts, and if something is inside of you that just needs to come out, then you can tell that story. But there's something to be said about telling a story and knowing that it's beautiful and really feeling like it's beautiful, it's really from you, but then not being able to share it. That is the part that's been kind of eating at me a little bit, and I am ready to finally present my film to the world, so to speak. So I created a documentary about my grandmother, about her life. My grandfather passed away during COVID, and it was really, really tragic for my family, really sad. And I have a very, very big, very close family. I'm the oldest grandchild, and I created this film, Story of Marie, partly for myself, but also for my grandmother. Her name is Gladys Marie Jones, and I was actually her namesake. So my mother was her daughter. Her daughter, my mother, is Annette Marie, and I am Amy Marie. And I actually named my daughter Ava Marie. So I am. The story of Marie it's the story of my grandmother, and it's partly my story too. Because it in a way belongs to me. It's been passed down to me, basically. And telling it was very close to my heart. I grew up on the property where my grandmother lives now. You can kind of see the house that I used to live in with my mother and my father when I was just a girl, and I used to roam around those woods and in the pecan field where you can see my grandmother working. I've heard her stories a bunch of times, and I wanted to preserve those stories of her growing up and her childhood, growing up as a young girl, in a poor family, in a coal mining town in West Virginia, which is, where my roots are from. And her braveness to come over from West Virginia to Virginia with a daughter, a baby, at the age of 19, all by herself. And her courage in telling that, I was so touched by her courage to tell that. And meeting my grandfather and hearing their story, and then listening to some of the things that they did in their life, her talking about her own children, and then his passing and how that has impacted her and how tragic that has been. And I will say that there was part of me that realized while I was making this film the immense responsibility of a storyteller, and that came through so much during the cemetery scene that we shot. And there were a lot of things that my grandmother was feeling and what she said that I had to not include, because I didn't want it, frankly, I didn't want it to just be so sad. I didn't want that to be the thing that people took away, because if I had included them, then it might have been Her heart was really broken after being with somebody for over 60 years, like more than some people's whole lifetimes being with another person. So, and she was so brave in sharing all of that with me, and it weighed heavy on me, but I feel really good about, I mean, I considered it greatly, and I feel like I left the film with a measure of hope at the end. Well, more than a measure, like a really good message. And well, my grandmother said it's her message, but you know, as a storyteller, it's, you know, your responsibility to shape that in a way that can convey the message to an audience. And I feel like I did that pretty well, so I felt good about it. Again, the film's not for everybody, but I feel really good in sharing it. And I will also say some more connections at the end. The little girl with the pigtails, that's mine. So that's my Ava Marie. So at the end, when you see them walking down the lane, that is my Ava Marie with Gladys Marie, her great grandmother. So that was really beautiful. And she's actually wearing a sweater that was mine when I was a little girl, who's actually knitted by my other grandmother, my father's mother, who passed away over 10 years ago. So I think maybe in a way feeling her loss, the loss of my father's mother, feeling her loss, realizing only after she was gone, like how precious it is to have a grandmother, it kind of brought me closer to my own, to my Gladys Marie. So anyway, I love you, Grandma, if you're watching this. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with people, and hopefully in some way this may have spoken to you and may encourage you to tell the story that you're really feeling in your heart, and not the story that you think others want to hear, or the story that you think will be the most successful one. That is a bad place to be. And I felt like that was kind of the place I was going when I was doing my channel. I was just, what do people want? That's what I'll make. And that just leads to unhappiness, I think. Maybe you will succeed, but I don't know if you'll truly be happy without expressing what's on your heart. I don't think your soul would let you get away with it. So anyway, I will link the documentary here below. And I hope that you will check it out if you would like to. And please leave me comments and let me know what you think, because oh, I forgot to share this. I did share it with my family. This is a really cool moment. We rented out a movie theater to premiere it for my grandmother. So I wish I would have gotten like a video of that, but I was so focused on just premiering it that I wasn't like documenting it all. I only got like a couple pictures that night. One of me and my grandmother standing in front of the movie poster that we created in front of the theater. Anyway, that's the story of Marie by Amy Perez, and I'm really proud of it. And I just wanted to share that with the world. So I hope everybody will have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.